Okay, everybody. Wonderful to be back yet again for another wonderful little video that I'm doing. Again, part of my continuing series, which I'm trying to get out at a relatively regular pace. If you are happy with the pace of me trying to put out a video every single day, then fine. Let me know in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. If you would rather I did things in a different way, then again, comment section, thumbs up, and I'll have to collate what everyone says and try and work out what the whole democracy of my viewership is trying to tell me about this. Remember, I am a professional tarot reader. This is the main deck which I use when I'm doing my professional readings over the internet and over the phone via the various different websites and the rest of that I work on. And I'm doing a card reading for you today. So this is another wonderful opportunity to just chill out, relax. Remember, humans are the art creating animal. We're also the type of animal that reacts to art and tries to find meanings and patterns in things. And everyone who's watching this video will be having different things on their mind, different challenges that they're going through, and therefore I'm hoping that you can just chill out, look objectively at what I'm trying to tell you and the kind of symbols and interpretations and the rest of that. See if there is something applicable to your life. Maybe it can help to just give you that moment of thought and contemplation which you need to sort yourself out, because that's the vast majority of what being there and talking to a tarot reader or a psychic reader or an astrologer and all the rest of that is really about. It's that moment of contemplation which we don't have, okay? You need to have some set apart time in your life so that you can think things through in a different way. And that's what I provide. So we're doing a 3-card tarot reading. If you really desperately like what I do, somewhere at the bottom of this video there'll be a little thing looking like a heart with a dollar sign in it. Click that. If you can get through to payday without worrying about losing maybe $1 or so, then chip me $1. Okay, that's the kind of thing that would give me more motivation to put out more content and be there more reliably for you on a more regular basis, because that's useful. If you can get through to payday without $5, then make it $5. If it's 100 million, make it 100 million. I'm not too fussy. Just joking. Whatever you can afford, and if you can't, then don't worry about it. Just carry on watching, enjoying, subscribing. Have a look at my channel page itself, which will be where the channel name is, Nick Dutch, Mind, Body, Spirit, Psychic Tarot, that sort of thing. Click on that. Go to the About section and see if there's any links there which sort of float your boat, and anything there which is of interest to you. Don't forget to click the bell, give this video a hearty thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and all that kind of stuff. Now all the YouTube formalities are out of the way, let's get on with your tarot reading. Remember, I'm making this a bit vanilla, a bit applicable to everyone, because that's what it should be. 3-card reading, here we go. What's your first card? We've had this one before in a subsequent reading. Okay, 9 of discs. Quite a complex image in its own simplicity. There's a sense there of different forces overlapping. I mean, this is a coin card. This is a suit of coins card, okay? So therefore you would naturally assume, oh, the material world, but everything overlaps with everything else. And we got this symbol there in the middle, which is jumping out to me to be a bit like a Venn diagram. Circles overlapping, spheres overlapping, different things in your life overlapping and influencing how you're getting on and getting by when it comes to the material world. So maybe you need to spend a bit of time contemplating everything which is affecting you, working out what it is you want to encourage, what it is you want to discourage, and then trying to work on building your prosperity, but also doing it with the right heart. Okay? This word at the bottom here is the word gain. It's not the word wealth. It's not the word ultimate extreme prosperity and you becoming the grand emperor of the entire universe, total multi-billion dollar wealth. It's talking about gain. So there's a feeling there from what I'm kind of receiving, for want of a better word, of what you're receiving you can then find a way of giving back. So as you do better for yourself, then you're in a better position to be able to be empathic and compassionate and considerate. So therefore, in anticipation of further prosperity in the future, it's also a question of getting your attitude and your emotionality right so you can use that properly. I think that there's a moral aspect to what this card is trying to tell me today. Why that would be and why it would come through to me today, I really don't know. Okay, your second card. You're essentially coming out reversed. This is the worry. Literally, it's the worry card. Literally, because it's labelled as worry. The wonderful thing about this Lady Freda Harris, Book of Thoth Tarot, Aleister Crowley, and the rest of that from, I don't like Crowley's theology. I don't like his politics. But I like what he's done with the artistry and the way in which it has been expressed in the card. I'm pretty sure he was a slave driver and treated Lady Freda Harris really, really, really badly. But on the other hand, he was a bit of a right-wing lunatic, and that's what people like that do. Dear America, sort yourself out when you're with your attitudes towards women, please, for crying out loud's sake. Okay, coming through upside down, reversed, okay, which because you don't just have 78 cards in the pack, you got twice that. Why have you got twice that? Because sometimes you can have reversals, and that adds an extra twist on the meaning. I feel that this is to do with taking your worries, your concerns, and the rest of that, and turning that into a form of vital energy. You are aware of what you're worried about. Some of your worries and your concerns and your issues are not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, your mind has got the best interest at heart for you. It goes about it the wrong way because we have very primitive instincts. All humans have primitive instincts. Okay, you can break that down into the 7 deadly sins, which is not about sin, is it? It's about imbalance. When one of these things are out of balance or in the wrong context, then we become a socially inappropriate person and get locked up and the rest of that. So it's a question of getting all these things in balance. And I feel your worries and your fears and your anxieties should be a spur to your side. This is not necessarily a dark and gloomy card, because it's promising something. It's promising that if you work on some of the things you're worried about, not everything all at once because you can't, but some of those things, then maybe there'll be a brighter future. And maybe you'll be able to see how your concerns overlap with some of the things you're doing in your life for your own financial prosperity and also your social interaction and all the things you're connected to. And a change in internal dialogue, maybe, could in fact make your success easier, possibly. So maybe it's teaching you that you should be having a look at mindfulness, meditation, and other forms of spiritual practices. Now, your third card, this one's interesting, because even though, it's the 9 of Staves, which came out reversed. I don't see this as being a card which actually necessarily could be reversed or upright. I think it should be on its side. And I think it should be on its side for a reason. Because it's got symbolism here of the fiery, bright, powerful sun on one side. And you've got this thing looking like a crescent on the other side, a little astrological symbol on the side there. And typically speaking, within the Earth-centered traditions, these two, the sun and the moon, are regarded as being opposites somehow. It's like trying to divide the universe up into two, not for good and evil, not for right and wrong, but for two things which are somehow useful to the dialogue of nature, the balance of the world. Because there's creatures which come out at night, there's creatures that come out of the day, you know what I mean? So, some things that come into your life could in fact seem like they're not appropriate, they're detrimental, but do you need to have an attitude, a polarized attitude? Or can you actually be more permissive and see that there is a balance there? Think it through, see what you think. Remember, if you want me to do an evening of tarot here on YouTube with a live stream, then please let me know in the comment section and sort of give me some kind of like heads up as to what day of the week you prefer that to be. I will then have super chats enabled, so you can then chip me $5 and I can then give you a personal reading, keeping maybe your name or your channel identity anonymous. I don't know if you can do that on super chat, I've never used it before. If you know how super chat works, then you let me know in the comment section. Okay, as I said before, thumbs up, rate, subscribe, click the bell, click the bell, click the bell, because I'm going to try and get more content out, because maybe it's the fact that this is spring and there's sunshine and the birds are singing, but for some reason I'm turning on my camera indoors in the gloom with the curtains closed. So I can give you tarot readings. Okay, that's the reading for today, done and dusted. And I look forward to any feedback and plenty of thumbs up coming quite soon. Speak to you in a bit. Bye for now.